Hello third graders, this is Mrs. Copeland and I'm a math teacher in Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. I'm going to be helping you with third grade memory joggers. Let's take a look at week 10, day 3, problem A. The perimeter of this rectangle is 30 units. What is the length of the missing side? What is the perimeter of a square with a side that is 10 feet? We have a few things to remember. Perimeter is the length around the edge of a shape. We can find the perimeter of a shape by adding the side lengths. If we know the perimeter and a side length is missing, we can find the length of the missing side by subtracting the known side lengths from the perimeter. The perimeter of this rectangle is 30 units, which means if we started here and went all the way around the edge, that would be 30 units. Now this is kind of tricky because we're not really given a lot of information about this rectangle. We just see that this one is equal to 12 units long. But that's the only side length that we're given, and we need to find what this side is. The good thing is we can use what we know about a rectangle to help us solve this problem. We know that if this side is 12 units, that this side must also be 12 units. And we don't know how long this side is, but we know that whatever this side is, this side also has to be that same length. So let's find the sides that we know first. We know that 12 units plus 12 units would be equal to 24 units. So if I was only looking at the length and not the width in these two places, it would be 24 units. And I know that the total is 30 units. So if I were to say 30 units minus 24 units, I only have 6 units left for the other two sides. So this side and this side together would be 6 units. So what I can do is think of what number plus itself would equal to 6. 3 plus 3 is 6, so that lets me know that each of those sides would be 3. And I can double check to make sure this works now, because I know the whole perimeter is supposed to be 30. So if I were to say 12 plus 12, that would be 24. And then 24 plus 6, this side and this side, that's 12 plus 3 plus 3 plus 12. Then that would be equal to 30. And that's what it's supposed to be. So that helps us to check to make sure. So the length of a missing side is not 6. 6 is the length of both of those sides. It is just 3 units. What is the perimeter of a square with a side that is 10 feet? We can use what we know about a square. This is a square. The perimeter would be, if I started at this point, went all the way around. So it's just the total length of all of the sides. That's the perimeter. I know that one side is 10. So this would mean that since it's a square and all sides are the same length, this would be 10, this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10. So I can think of this as 4 groups of 10, or 4 times 10, which I know is 40. So if one side is 10 feet, then 4 sides would be 40 feet. Thank you, and if you have additional questions about this problem, please ask your classroom teacher.